Howdy zowdy, Big Beefy Burger Buddy here, the another episode of the Binding of Isaac Pens. I'm going to do Baptism by Fire, which I remember this one being pretty difficult. It's kind of a weird one, because use this thing to do your damage. And, you need to build up some guys to kill. What I remember was, you want a tap shot. How this item works is you get kills, and when you get kills, yeah, I'm probably gonna end up needing to get some. It ends up giving you a soul. If you see, I have ×5 of these little souls that I keep collecting. That's what allows you to use this this item entirely. If you don't have those, you're not using this. With the challenge being, normally you hit spacebar and you can swap between this, which is a pretty strong attack, and your normal tiers. But with the obvious caveat is, you are blindfolded, so you're not actually able to end up using your tiers. Also, I'm shocked that, that Discord notification happened. Guess I should check what it is. So that was my Discord notification. I guess it's more editing I should do. Because I just think it's kosher to make sure that if you have Discord show up in your audio in a video, you should probably at least let somebody know. Because it's pretty easy to get tricked that you're funny there. So let me go ahead and check this message. Alright, message viewed and also streamer mode enabled. So we're not going to have another Discord notification until the recording's done. I didn't know that you start with Maggie's Fate, which is not bad. So you need to be strategic with your fires, and then the something else you'll notice is that you start with School Bag and Guppy's Paw. So if you run out of fire, hey, don't worry. You are Bethany. Which will it will use your soul heart count to actually give you more flames. It won't give you them in the cooldown, but obviously it'll end up using the flames itself. Not great. Now there's the risky move where we go ahead and just swap out Guppy's Paw and then take Game Kid instead, which is something I want to do for obvious reasons, but I don't think I honestly can afford to. So basically, just group up the enemies and then Baptism by Fire. Now, there are a couple really... We'll probably come across them at some point, but there are a few really, annoying but, niche things that happen when doing this challenge. One of them being... I don't know what they're called. But the guys that have the floating heads normally, they detach, a decap attack at you. With the way that they work, they usually end up not giving you any souls, just because the way that the game considers that mechanic, I guess. So that's unfortunate. They're just some enemies that can split or spawn enemies, and they only have a chance to give you flames. And for some reason, those ones in particular end up not giving you anything. Hematemesis would be very scary. But we're just gonna be trying to be careful. And as soon as we are in a scenario where we can be hilarious, spam our Guppy's Paw probably is what's gonna happen. Let's group these guys up, wait for them to all come into the... They're probably gonna all center around right here. Yeah, unfortunately didn't hit it. We don't want to be wasting too much Too much flames on these guys. Held that one for a little bit too long. So this item caps out at a certain number of souls. It caps out at 20, so you can't really stockpile a super high amount of them. So like, don't be afraid to use them. It's a pretty cool item. Like, outside this challenge, I still think like this challenge is pretty fun. Holy Grail, I'll take immediately. There's a case where it's like, hey, you might want to use something else. But also, I'm just like, of course, why would I not take a certain item? As Flight is strong. This doesn't have Spectral Tears, unfortunately. It is still gonna get hit on rocks. I'm surprised I hit. Yeah, we're maxed out, so we can be a little lazier with our flame. It's gonna be one of those rooms. Okay, so that's how much flames you shoot, like as one thing, just holding the button, like just holding it until it actually like fires. I think I just used 2 there, but that's like the general amount of flames you get. And then batteries are unfortunately useless for us. Neither of our active items actually utilize them. I'm gonna go ahead and just go crazy on this room. It's my bad for getting hit. Fortunately, we don't get that that health up from that. Got hit again. Just try not to lose the bone heart. We'll probably be fine here. This monster will give us like that. And then we did get that. I mean, as long as we get, I don't know if baptism, if the urn is modified by your damage stats. I think it just useless. A lot of the fires are, at least the ones that you like shoot, like spacebar related ones, like black and blue candle. No, black candle, no. But red and blue candle, they are affected by it. Health up. So essentially, we just have a lot of health. Like the Maggie's Faith. I mean, optimally, like you still get to keep them. Like we should try to maintain them, but not necessary anymore at this point. We have plenty of health to go around. Fighting a lot of the easiest bosses in the game for this challenge. We get another angel deal. Oh, don't like it. Think it's bad. Sorry, game. Let's get that out of there. I mean, it's generous that the game even allowed me to even see that one. We have 14 cents. I feel like we go back for a shop. But unfortunately, I don't like that item. I don't think it's great. Again, it's like a wisp spawning item, and I've already like put my my opinion on wisps out there in the world. More nothing. Grab those bombs at least. That wisps tend to just aggravate me more than anything. So I just try to avoid them, caring about them at all. And it's like, hey, 12 charges for 12 flames. Sounds good. And wisps, at least wisps offensively, are that's the reason I get mad. So as a defensive pickup is what really it ends up coming down to. Is where wisps really shine. At least default Book of Virtue wisps. Because I don't think that item actually causes any of the synergy ones to appear. Defensively, yeah, they're super good. Especially on a lot of bullet hell bosses where you're at a high risk of being inflicted damage upon. But, again, just try to avoid wisps. is usually how I go by it. Not killed. Gonna take a couple more hits. Obviously, there are some enemies that are going to be a little more threatening to us, just because, not really necessarily because they are actually threatening. Speed down, that's probably the worst thing I could have gotten. Range down. Don't know if this is affected by range, I don't think it is. Doesn't really look like it. It's kind of hard to gauge. These are the enemies I was talking about. See, so I only got the one flame there. I only got the one there. It seems like only the head was giving it to me. But yeah, there's just a chance that neither of them would have given me a flame. You don't see them too often. And I mean, as long as you're pacing yourself with this, it's a little easier to maintain these things. I'm just gonna put a bomb right here. How did I not get it? I was looking at them and I was trying to figure out like if any of them were like the cross brimstone shots. So I was not fully like paying attention to like where necessarily each of those attacks were. Gold bombs obviously super good. Getting a lot of gold bombs in these challenges. I got 2 on that other one. Go ahead and just use this, why not? I see that thing's value coming up very shortly here. Isaac's fight is pretty difficult with this. Not necessarily the shot part of it. It's just good, these things. Or like avoiding projectiles, but just having enough damage to even kill them. I think they buffed this item when this thing first came out. I think it did a little bit less damage. Ooh. It's not doing a lot. Probably should just be using this, honestly. It's gonna be a little weird. That one should hit. Just finish him off with this. Blow this guy up. Trying to nudge it. There you go. We got hit, but like, who cares? Honestly, we got another HP up. Again, if we're gonna get something, I mean, we might as well get that. Again, I don't know if baptism this item actually does anything. Likelihood we're not gonna get another angel deal. I think we're good on damage. On the off chance that the flames actually do get increased by the damage stat, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I mean, I could just check the wiki and make sure that that's the case. Don't think it's necessary, though. There you go. We didn't need that, we have enough health, honestly. As far as items to get in our angel deal, like, Holy Grail is probably one of the better ones. And here's our opportunity to break this challenge wide open. The mother fight might be a little bit more difficult. Do these guys... I haven't paid attention to whether or not the champions give 2 of them. They do. And my reasoning for whether or not I was thinking that mostly comes down to how the greed, like tainted keeper, works, where like the champions give you 2 coins. So just like a little bit of a brain power move there. Didn't kill that guy. Try to trick you into hitting this rock so I just don't have to use a flame on you. Because we're pretty low on the flames. I don't know what I would even want to, like, gain from you. Comical. We will come back and grab that. We should not be doing that like that. Worst case scenario, hey, we've got 22, 28 soul hearts. That's a lot, honestly. Only here, more soul hearts. Another tempting proposition there. Let's just try to kill these guys. We will probably be using some soul hearts on this boss. Frequently, it seems. Try to gain some health. Alright, we have 9. We want to try to hit the nubs. Because if we're hitting the nubs, we're also most likely hitting an enemy and getting some flames back. There you go. And then we get that. We only used 3 soul hearts, but we're back to reality. Quince is like probably the best thing I could have gotten, honestly. Or, like one of the best. Really is dependent on the rolls on what it is. So assuming we run out of flames, it's possible. We have Quince to allow us to get more damage in without actually having to use our health, and then we just use familiars for like the remainder of fights, things get dicey. It's possible in both Isaac and the mom's It Lives fight. The mom's It Lives. But not too worried. That's start. And then we have that thing where we like, it's like, hey, we have auto funny baby, we can turn this off. I think I just used my guppy. But like the first kill honestly can allow us to please when I use this. I'm trying to like strategically show like, hey, that's probably beneficial for me, and then you're gonna keep doing that to me. What is happening with my like brain? I keep trying to turn this thing off, and not my brain, mind you. This thing, and then the game is just like, you're funny. My brain's like not. I'm trying to use familiars in like locations that they're not normally used for. Just like stop hitting control, I guess. These guys actually will end up always giving you that thing. I feel dumb. Like minor mistakes, honestly. Okay, well, that just guarantees that we get to keep that heart. Makes up for it. This room is a little rough. They also don't shoot nearly as fast. Man, seeing that. Nice like spy stab, by the way. Get purified. Scrub. And then we just use those for like the rest. Hey. My brain needs to stop doing that. I want to do it like this because it's a funny thing I can do. And then he's gonna get I was gonna try to kill him with the explosive. Fortunately, Mom's knife doesn't do much for us. It's not... Unless it does. I mean, like, what if it does? It does not. I picked it up for the memes. Okay, our damage went down. It's probably the worst... worst two stats we probably could have lost this challenge. I ain't mad. Not bad. I'm gonna say that's probably gonna end up being better than what we have. So we get to show off the sigil, which is honestly one of the most powerful trinkets in the entire game. You kill an enemy, you get a short shield. So especially with a build like this, you go in, you run in, and you're invulnerable for a moment. So as long as you've procced killing your first enemy, you don't have to worry about like contact damage or anything. You really don't have to worry about projectiles with this thing as well. As the flames, honestly, they do destroy tiers if you haven't noticed. The exception of things like that. Just gonna let the boil kill that thing. Okay, you don't actually shoot. So, most of this stuff's not gonna be a problem. I'm surprised I killed that thing. I think bombing out of rooms is honestly gonna be like more beneficial most of the time. Like whatever, I didn't get that. Like, as long as I kill that guy, not afraid of that enemy. A lot of I did the hit control thing again. I missed. Just let these guys do this. It's kind of a little silly to be doing this. I mean, when I'm given the tools I'm given, might as well do it. Thank you, Isaac's room, for doing that for me. I'm gonna go ahead and just see if there's a secret room right here. Again, put that mental note not to hide in the top corner and get hit, as I keep doing. just barely out of reach, it seems. And then this fight essentially isn't gonna happen. Just do it. We have soul hearts to spare. We can do it. I'm not doing Hush. Ain't no way I'm doing Hush. That's probably like some good Reddit content. Honestly, if you need a good idea of like a challenge to do, try beating Hush on this challenge. You're braver than me if you try it. I still put a bomb down, by the way. You know what? The laser baby. Hey, hit the wrong button again. Just try to build up some guys. Oh, I'm doing it in the wrong order. Just do it like this. Just let the Zappy Zoopy do it for me. A lot more health than I would have thought. How much damage are you doing? I was gonna crack and like actually end up doing that. Well, more bombs to be used. Again, probably one of the rooms that's gonna be harder to do. If not for the fact that like we can't really effectively hit them. Wait for it. Having a little bit of fun here with this challenge. We're about to run out of flames. Doesn't matter. Bombs strong. There you go. You don't count as a boss, so you don't give me the 3. This room has barely ever existed in my brain. So is this one, so we're probably just gonna honestly bomb out of it. And that's... we can't. Okay. We don't have the luxury of that. We don't have the luxury of having speed ever, so I'm literally just mad at you now, so let's just go hard into killing you. Still got 28. Soul hearts, that is. Try to use these familiars just because. I don't really have too much of a reason not to. One of the harder enemies for sure, because it requires you to kind of be close to them. What could this be? Tears up. I got some good tear stats, honestly. They aren't going to do a lot, and we do have Mom's Knife. Unfortunately for us, Mom's Knife doesn't do much. You had to go for it, though, right? Can I break fires? This is probably going to be one of the harder enemies. Yep, a hit at least. Now we could go back, grab that health. I'm pretty fly, though, so... in all likelihood, yeah, this is precisely the damage I was expecting. At least now we have a good familiar. These are gonna be our only 2 familiars. So worst comes to worst, we can just stay here with familiars for damage. It doesn't look like we're even gonna have to use a single Guppy's Paw. That's the challenge. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment. Join my Discord, links in the description. I'll see you in the next one. We unlock Purgatory.